Oh my god. Erythia Sea, just like Erythia Sea. This is insane.
Hey, Tyon. You doing all right there?
I'm a little worn out, but you don't need to worry about me.
So she was all alone out here.
Acting alone is better for intelligence gathering. It makes it easier to hide. It may have been a strategic decision.
It's gorgeous. I can hardly believe my eyes. Is this real?
We don't wage many battles at sea, so makes sense the seas would be relatively untouched.
This place is just huge.
Aha.
When people do die at sea, it's usually due to their Ferronis sinking. They drown.
Oh,
It's hard to
no.
draw out their life with a blade. Putting it that way, I guess it's kinda obvious, huh?
A little ironic that that's why it still looks so pristine.
The other half of my reason,
Oh, are we talking about that now?
about why I'm here, yes. Right? I told you there was a second half.
Hmm?
It's you, Mio.
What?
Me? What do you...
You want to leave an impression on all of us and the world, don't you? I can only hazard a guess at what you'd want it to be. And even then, I'm not confident I'd guess right. But let me just say this. You've only got a little over a month left. We can't change that fact. It doesn't give you much time to leave your mark. If there were anything I could do to give you time, if it were in my power, I would. Not just me. Sena too. And Noah. We all think that way. Mio?
Sparks. You're making me tear up here, man.
Seriously, Tyon.
Sorry. That wasn't my intention.
No, thank you. Nimue doing. You were even being nice to Uni. Stuff like that.
Oh, really? I'd never even thought about it.
Let's give thanks if we ever see one of those trees of hers.
Aww.
A Sophronia? Right. I think that's a great idea.
This must be Corn Island, the place Kisame told us about.
We'll sneak around the island and head for the opposite side. That'll be where Agnians keep the transport.
Ah, I can see the belayers.
I should have done
more. Unstoppable.
Let's try to sneak in quietly. We don't want to be found by the Agnians.
So, Ouroboros does training as well, huh?
You're...
Shania. Shania Reed. About your rescue mission. Gondor and I are friends from the crib.
I don't know that word. Crib.
Friends from the crib.
Does it mean you've known each other for a while?
I guess you don't use that expression, huh? Why even use words? Feels like we're just talking at cross purposes.
Sorry about that.
Wow.
Know what? Forget it. Well, gonna answer my question?
She definitely has an
about training?
attitude.
Yeah?
That's the thing. Mimi and the others are doing their best. I need to as well. Anything to help me get an edge. So,
Ah. Mimi, is it? That's what you call her? The one with the long ears?
yeah. We've always been in the same colony.
You're friends?
That might be saying a lot. She's kind of like my role model. She's strong, kind, mega dependable.
You're Sena, right?
Huh? Oh, it's... You are...
I'm Mio, third term.
Aw.
We haven't met before, have we?
Oh,
Not used to
I'm
seeing
sorry.
Mio in that kind of armor.
Your name totally slipped my mind. But I don't think we've talked before.
You know, I was just looking for a training partner.
For the trial?
I like to think I'm pretty quick on my feet, but I'm not really strong enough. Our captain said you would make a good addition, and that you're super strong.
He's exaggerating. I'm totally average, totally.
No, you're not, Sena.
Wanna try? Teaming up?
With you? You sure? I'm a nobody.
Sure, I'm sure. I'm literally asking you right now. It's your choice.
Well, if you really don't mind, sure.
Really? Golden? We're a team then.
Thank you.
Role model.
She's the one who's kept me going. I wouldn't be here otherwise. And after meeting you
The
guys,
music is so ominous.
now I understand what life's really all about. A part of nature's cycle. I'd never even thought about it before, but it's pretty amazing, huh?
How is it natural?
Huh?
Why should we swing our blades around without a hope of winning? Better to die and be born again inside their cycle.
What?
Just pulling your leg. Caught you off guard?
Well, yeah, you kinda did. How'd you expect me to react to that?
Right.
Hey, do you always work so hard for approval? That fun?
Huh? You can tell?
That's right. Because we're just the same.
What? The same in what way? Is it because she didn't become an Ouroboros? Oh, that's right. She's the person that picked up Guernica's tag.
Come on now. Be true to yourself.
That was a Moebius.
Hey, Mimi?
What's up? Speak to me.
It's, lovely weather we're having.
I don't know, I'd say lovely. Bit overcast.
Oh, you're right. Silly clouds. Guess I had my head in them.
You're thinking too much, Sena.
Huh?
This is so hard to watch.
What was that about?
Big responses
This is our first time here, isn't it?
We'll find Erythia relay base here, right?
The security's tight.
Oh,
It'd be
man.
a bad idea to approach from the front.
How many of these Acnean clods are there?
Too
Well,
many.
It is an enemy military facility. Maybe we really should have looked for a better route.
It's just up ahead.
All right, we made it to Erythia relay base in one piece. What now?
Yeah,
Mission
right?
proceeds as planned. Look for info that might relate to the prison camp.
Never seen this place
There it
before.
is.
The data
New
archives.
Military info terminal.
We should access it and see what kind of intel we can pull.
Sure. As soon as we get rid of all of these enemies. What's happening? Oh my
Ferronis,
god.
what's it doing here?
Doesn't look like it's after us, somehow.
Want to follow?
Even better, let's make a big sign saying, "We're idiots, please shoot us."
You what?
Give it a rest, Lance. So, what's the plan? Noah?
Right. Since it's a Ferronis, it'll doubtless have a bunch of people enslaved to a flame clock.
They might not be too happy to see us, though.
We'd be lucky if that was all. Consuls, or rather Moebius, could be there too.
True. Which is why, whether we follow them or not, we need to think carefully.
So you wish to utilize this thing of which I meant to dispose. Such daring lunacy. That is what I would dub it.
What?
It would be a dreadful waste to throw it away. There's always a use. Always. People, lives, the lot. Why?
I stand corrected. Then, what manner of use is it that you have envisioned?
The lost numbers.
She looks
The
like
city
Medusa.
ruffians. You do know, no life can be harvested therefrom.
Yes, I am aware. That's why I'll have my toy soldiers play a little game. The lives of the fallen will be amassed in this special flame clock.
What?
As a reward for the final lass or lad left standing.
Oh,
The cream of the crop of youth competing for glory. Oh, is that not simply sublime?
No.
Look! There!
Oh man. So big.
Is that... Didn't we see that Ferronis before? At Ishan Isle?
There's no mixing
So
this
then,
up.
That means Moebius might be over there.
They could attack us at any time. Let's proceed with caution.
ha! Visitors, eh?
A sparking Moebius.
That escalated quickly.
Oh, what an impulsive pair ye two make.
Huh?
Anyway, cool your heads and have some grub with me.
What?
Grub?
You need food if you want energy. Don't go telling me you don't eat now.
What?
Yeah, get real. What's this deal?
But you're all skin and bones, the lot of you. Right, laddie?
All right, steady on. Anyhow, I'm not even hungry.
I'm not gonna bite your heads off, pipsqueaks.
I'm so confused.
Don't just stand there.
What do we do?
I guess we can't just ignore him.
What?
Ah, I do love the sea, so I'm taking this thing on a trip.
Moebius? On a trip?
Of course, a man's life is a long journey. Walk your path without a destination, and you'll get little encounters like this one.
Yeah, if you think we're gonna trust a Moebius, you're off your rocker, man.
Ho ho! Sounds like you're in an awful pickle and no mistake. What a disaster for ye. But you see, Moebius I may be, but I don't got any orders regarding ye. I'm a free agent, says I. Anyway, there are things on the sea so tasty they'll make you weep, along with some gigantic monsters. So I arranged for them to be here. Things you landlubbers would never dream of.
What?
You mean you're mixing the colony up in all this? Just so you can have a bit of fun?
Guess you're right. I just love watching the sea from a Ferronis, truth be told. Therefore, free agent that I be, I work as Colony 15's consul with a spot of moonlighting as the commander. The other Moebius tell me rubbish like your name is T. Perhaps it's fate I met up with you lot. So if you please, you could call me Captain Triton.
Fitting.
Somebody tell me what's happening?
Captain Triton. I get what you're saying, I do, but...
Noah, you ain't humouring this windbag.
Indeed. Can't listen to any words from this man's mouth. His crazy, reckless schemes will get friends dead, smashed to pieces.
And what? Once I get an idea, I have to put it in motion. Otherwise, nothing around here would happen.
The captain's awesome. He might be an ugly lump, but he can smash a big monster clear into next year.
Well, I like a good challenge. So we spend a chunk of time going around it. Wait, who you calling ugly?
Whether they're in the sea or the sky, we find big nasties and biff them up good.
Right. Gotcha.
You definitely called me ugly.
Look, Mia, we're better off keeping away from this lot. You can't be best pals with a Moebius.
Come now, young pup, you only just arrived. Fancy a little contest.
A contest?
The wind brings me a couple of rumors, such as all of ye being pretty capable. Seeing fellow warriors always gets me fired up. So, it be contest time.
Contest time?
What are you on about? No way I'm doing that.
Scared, eh?
Eh?
Aye, you're lily-livers. Ha! Guess Ouroboros just run away with their tails between their legs. That right? Ha! Lily-liver!
Who are you calling lily-livered?
Just leave it, Lance. You're wasting your time bothering with someone like him.
Must be nice for you, leaving one foot out the door so the sparks won't fall on you when there's trouble. You're frightened of getting knocked down, so you're making out like you're warning him. You trying to save face or something? Be you so scared of Moebius? That's lily-livered, or my name's not Captain Triton.
I'll give you lily-livered.
It's settled then. Been looking for someone hot-blooded. Happy? Make the preparations. Men of the Sea, Triton's Triple Challenge.
By power vested in Appy, Appy will now explain rules of contest.
Huh? You mean we're actually going through with this?
Rules are simple. In vicinity of Colony 15, there are 3 islands. Each island have specific challenge. Team that solves challenge fastest wins points.
If that's all we need to do, this will be incredibly simple.
I totally thought this was going to be a big punch-up.
Gah! Where's your sense of romance? Ain't no contest in a straight-up fist fight.
For friends' informations, Colony 15 soldiers wait on each island to observe contest. Contest teams are all of Friends' team versus the captain and 3 others.
Hey, so we have a bigger team. Doesn't seem fair.
Ye be guests, you see. I'll accept a handicap by way of hospitality.
Oi, are you having a laugh?
Ignore it. He's just provoking you.
A man doesn't go back on his word. Now then, all of you, get to it!
Friends prepared? First challenge is at Ishan Isle. Talk to Ronya to find out more. Let contest begin!
Wow. Hero Quest, doing it my way. Accepted.
And we're done. Did we win?
I saw it all. Maybe you aren't such landlubbers.
Looks like Team Aqua from Pokemon.
You're late, Captain. I'm afraid that means you lose.
Looks like you're all mouth and no trousers, eh, Captain? Look at you. You're knackered. Who's taking the handicap now, eh?
I must have ate a bad shrimp or something. That be all. Now on to the next one. And don't ye even think about backing out now. Set a course for Daedal Isle.
Who's backing out? We're the ones kicking his arse.
All right. You heard him.
Something so valuable.
On to the next one.
This is what we've picked. Get a load of that.
Oh, interesting.
Yar, they be here first.
All right, Beef. Taking it easy, are we?
Unlike some people, I have a more discerning eye and take my time with things. Anyway, what have you got there? A rock, is it? Ha ha ha! You reckon you'll beat me plonking down a little old rock?
Say that again.
This is what I brought. Any fool could see it's bigger.
Whoa. That is pretty big.
Oh, good choice, Captain. This local fruit is said to be jaw-droppingly delicious.
Totally true! Manana could have told you that.
That'll be a win for me, then.
Darn it.
Our guests are the winners, Captain.
What?
I did ask for the most valuable booty. What our guests have brought sells for 10 times more than that coconut.
What?
And while the coconut is certainly delicious, its value is only so-so.
Maybe the value is only so-so, but have you seen it? Look at the size, and it tastes fantastic. Bigger be better than smaller, says I. It's worth more in size, therefore I win.
Friend right! Taste alone make it bestest treasure.
Manana.
Hey, whose side are you on, Shortcake?
Seriously.
Manana will not make fibs. Tell Manana what's more important than deliciousness.
Ye can't say fairer than that. I win.
No, you did not win. Just man up and accept you lost.
Captain, accepting defeat is part of being a man of the sea.
Ugh. You've really got me over a barrel here. Well played. But the next one's gonna be mine. You'll see. come to Cape Arcafor. I'll give you a damn good thrashing.
Oh.
That man is a few screws short of 11ness.
One more. Brilliant ascension! Wow. Unreal. Unbelievable.
Yes! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now that was a bone cruncher, eh?
Where are the others? No sign. Right, let's leg it back to the Ferronis.
Yeah. That buffoon's going to regret making fools of us.
That's right.
The big lug still isn't here.
No, friends have come back before arrival of Captain. Have to say, Captain is not most punctual.
Ah! Don't tell me we're pipped to the post again.
Captain is late. It's never a good thing to make guests wait.
It was a piece of cake. Maybe we should have given you a handicap.
Winners of contest are honored guests.
Man of the Sea, Triton's Triple Challenge, Part 4.
What?
What?
The last challenge be a good old punch-up. The winner gets, what do I need?
7 points?
What he said. Good. Now, put 'em up.
Oh, this is taking the piss! It's called the Triple Challenge!
Yes, we agree for once. What happened to a man doesn't go back on his word?
Heh. You be right. He doesn't. But a man always wants more.
Wow.
Ugh, this clod. What crud is he spouting now?
It's the same stuff he's been spouting from the start.
Ah, Lance!
Huh?
You better pay attention. Man of the Seas, sucker, punch!
Lance! You okay? What a bloody underhanded way to start a fight, arsehole.
Carelessness on the sea gets you killed.
Wow.
A man's gonna pay attention every second of every minute.
This is disappointing.
Sorry, Captain can't be stopped when he gets like this.
I thought he was a good guy.
Watch out or get sucked into Captain Tornado.
A snuffing sucker punch. Now you're in for it. Playtime's over, matey!
Ha! How about you then? I think you all out at once.
Wait, I noticed he's not transforming. Maybe he is a good guy. Just a sore loser. Come on! Let's do it! Yes. You know what? Let's go ahead and take out his help. You know what? Let's go ahead and interlink. We'll clean him up quick. Phantom Slash! I love that I can jump into one art after another. Build up the gauge quickly. See that? Look at this. Who's next? You know what? Oh, we got some fusion arts, don't we? Oh, man. We're absolutely dominating. Oh, I didn't mean to. You know what? It's like we don't need to do that. Wow. We are absolutely dominating right now. You see this? Oh, wait, no. We got to get rid of Orson. Come on. There's so much going on right now in the battle. Pirate Lariat. Come on. Get him up, get him up, get him up. You're good. Let's heal. Come on. You know what, Lance? I think it's time for us to get revenge. What do you say? Look at that. Everyone is still alive. We're gonna start off with our hero. You know what? Let's make him bleed. Well, it's Blaze, but you know what I mean. Excellent. Now, let's go ahead with launch. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close. Oh, man. Rank splitter. Excellent. Now, let's go ahead and use Inferno Wheel. Give me my 200%. That's what I'm talking about. 550 right out the gate. I wonder how much damage we're gonna end up doing when everything is all said and done. Now, let's go ahead and use Tyon. And what I want to do is use Sena. Very nice. And I should be able to do this, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and use Jaws of Death. Super close. Oh, man. Divine Protection. And then let's use Determination. Yeah. Come on. Ooh, that did a lot. And it knocked him back.
I just thought of a great idea. I've got an idea.
Let's bypass the defense. And you know what? We need to use Butterfly Blade. And then bind. Oh man, that was close. Let's use Shield Bash. Could have gone better, but well, that's as good as that round could have gotten. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage right now. Aw, oh, man. That's disappointing. I messed up. Well, in that case, let's find him. I think I need more attackers on my team. Come on. That's okay. We're gonna mop him up with interlinking. Incredible Guard. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? Come on. Here we go. Come on. Wow, he was immune to all of the effects? You know what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're absolutely killing it right now. Woohoo! Dang! Come on! Yeah, what are you gonna do? Oh! Come on! Noah, please stay alive. Please. We're so close. We're so close. Seriously? Where's Noah? Oh my gosh. Noah went and died on me right at the end? Cheese and rice.
So it's settled, right? We totally won this bloody thing.
Man, what a real mudder of a Moebius. Oh, my aches have aches.
You've bested me. Ye ain't half strong.
It wasn't exactly one-on-one.
To be sure, I'd have beaten any one of ye in a fair fight. But I feel no ill will. Been a while since anyone knocked me down.
Well, I'm feeling all kinds of ill. He snuffing sucker punched me!
I have a question. If you're a Moebius, you could have transformed at any time, right?
Yeah.
So, why didn't you do it?
I was thinking that.
Ah, young'un. Only thing I trust are these old bones and my own two fists. In a brawl, anything else kind of taints things. Besides, using anything else be no fun at all.
I feel that. I think.
Ah, truth be told, I've been alive so long, I've clean forgot how to transform.
Oh, for sparks, don't know why I asked.
By the by, wonder if I could ask you a favor.
Come on. Think it's a bit early in our relationship for that.
If I let this get away from me now, I might not remember again. I gave up thinking ahead long, long ago, see?
Well then, what is it that you need?
Ah, well, I want you to smash that big old shiny thing.
What?
That's your flame clock.
Mate, do you even have a clue what you're saying right now?
I've been waiting for this moment. For that thing to disappear, see?
What?
Are you really sure?
Yeah, tear it down, says I. Well, I'm around to watch it happen.
Who is that?
Here we go!
Colony 15 liberated. And now the Moebius level has jumped up to 4. No big deal, right?
Finally, you're free, friends.
Huh.
I know it's a bit late to ask this, but are you sure this is okay?
Now, you boys and girls might not be understanding this. I've been a Moebius for a long time, seen and learnt a lot about death. The thing with death is, it doesn't care about your feelings. It just comes when it wills. Now, I've seen people who lived short but full lives. People who cling to every last bit of life. People who are only too happy to die. I've encountered so many people, I've lost count. But good or bad, they die while I carry on.
But of course that's going to happen, with the way the world is.
If I'm going to accept things just because that's how they are, then maybe I've been living too long. Watching the way they lived, I ended up thinking, wondering what fun these people could get up to if they were free. Something fun. Maybe something stupid.
Fun?
Sure. I think about Dougie, best strong man I ever saw. Or Serena, nobody loved to see like her. Ghoul had no equal in battle. I knew all sorts of spirited folk, but no matter who they were, the flame clock would end up being their reason for living. I wanted to do something, but not even these boat hooks could put a dent in that blasted thing.
You mean you tried to do it as a Moebius?
Aye, but nothing came of it. That's when it really hit home that I was a Moebius. I couldn't destroy the flame clock, and after a while, I just gave up. Isn't that ironic?
This is crazy.
Man, and here I thought you were just some giant without a thought in his head. Turns out there's a bit more to you.
It be true. Getting the old noggin going is not a skill I possess. But round about the time I gave up thinking about anything, I started hearing about you lot.
About us?
Yep, some idiots going around beating up Moebius, smashing up flame clocks, things of that ilk. Need I explain any more? I knew you were the ones who could release my friends, trapped by that infernal clock.
Wow.
Well, we did do that.
Indeed. I suppose you could say that us destroying the flame clock set your friends free. But that doesn't mean that your friends would have got the same lease on life as Moebius.
You don't have come out with some trite Four Eyes.
Four Eyes? My name is Tyon.
I be talking about in here.
The heart? You mean like feelings?
That's right, girl. It doesn't change anybody's lifespan, but in that moment, it's the bonds between us all that changed.
But you're a consul. You're telling me something's changed between you and your underlings?
I think you know the answer, boy. We be equal now, not tied to each other by time, or who be above and who be below.
Equal?
Aye, me and ye are equals. We've had a good brawl, and now there's no grudges.
So, what will you do now?
Good question. I reckon I'll find the next big beastie and beat the snot out of it. Hope you got room, kiddies.
Huh?
Didn't really think I'd be fighting Moebius. But I am a big boy. It'll be fine.
No way.
You mean you're joining us?
Yep. I bet you feel all kinds of reassured.
What?
I mean, you are pretty tough.
Yo, we're getting
Wait,
a
wait, wait.
Moebius member?
Did you forget we're Ouroboros?
And he's Moebius. You're gonna go against your own kind.
Too right. You could live 1,000 years and not get the chance to team up with Ouroboros and take a pop at Moebius. I may like an odd scrap with some toughens, but going on some idiot adventure with them sounds fun too.
Wow.
What do you think?
He doesn't seem the type to have any ulterior motives.
There's one. I've a debt to pay, and I've decided I'll pay it now. Otherwise, ye softies will get knocked down by the next breeze that comes along.
And not because you're planning on punching us when our backs are turned?
Nope. When I've a problem with somebody, I be the sort to tackle it head on.
I mean, no. You definitely punched me when I wasn't looking.
Lost with your pesky details. Come on, this is a good deal.
All right. You convinced me.
You sure?
You can't say you hate him after listening to all that.
That's true. Okay. You're on the team, Triton.
Wow.
That didn't take long. I like a good snappy decision, so I do.
But if you put 1 foot wrong, we're kicking you out faster than you can say Ouroboros.
Oh, man.
I shan't cross my heart. Just you watch, boy. I got me own special power I can help you out with.
Oh, yeah? I'll keep my expectations low.
Wow.
Minute? What happened to Flame Clock?
Oops. Guess I'd better relay the tale to my men. Oh, one last thing.
Huh? What is it now?
I got feelings deep as the sea, which I like to pound into some tough enemies. Now I want to fight forever, but when I became a Moebius, that's when I realized that one human life would always have felt too short. I've lived my life in fear, worried that it was too short. But now, a quick scuffle with ye all has helped clear things up for me. I really felt alive. I be grateful. Thanks to ye, I can chart a new course.
Get out of here with all that, man.
Ha! You got it!
Wow. Absolutely insane. Hero Quest, doing it my way. Triton had long wanted to free his friends from the Flame Clock's grip. The party, though initially reluctant, have let him join their ranks.
I got some kind of special moves.
Wow. Soul Hacker Triton, class inheritor, is Lance. Oh man. He is an attacker, and he can acquire arts and skills from unique monsters, allowing for a wide range of battle customization. Triton himself wields some unique arts and skills with various ways to raise his attack, making him an explosive attacker indeed. However, he's also mostly forgotten the various moves he's obtained over the years, leaving him only with those arts and skills that he used most regularly. Interesting. Using the Soul Hacker class, it cannot set any master arts or skills. Instead, they possess a special ability that lets them acquire arts and skills by defeating unique monsters. The arts and skills can be further strengthened by meeting certain conditions. You can check these conditions from the Soul Hack list, accessed from the Heroes menu with Y. Soul Hackers can change their role using the role skill. Keep your party formation in mind and switch between different roles as needed.
We have some new names registered.
This is unbelievable! There's even more features or mechanics that we've unlocked.
Wait up. I heard something.
What is it, Mimi?
Banana Sea person on ground!
Oh no.
Stay with me. We'll patch you right up. I have to help
Fiona.
everyone. Ugh. Stop moving. You don't understand. I promised them. Said I'd keep them safe. If I'm the only one that survives, then it's all been for nothing.
Oh no.
I have to go.
Oi, don't be a clod.
Huh? I'm not.
Oh, what? You're really serious then? How are you gonna save anyone when you can barely stand yourself? You got a death wish or something?
Let's break it down. As I see it, you have two options here. You can go in and try to save them by yourself.
Or you can let us pitch in. Which one of those strikes you as the better idea, eh?
You want to help me?
I don't know. That depends. But I wouldn't be in such a hurry to throw my life away. Being ready to die and actively trying to get yourself killed are two very different things.
He's not wrong.
It's just a quick patch-up, but it should help you think straight.
I was about to say, why didn't you do that sooner?
Display of Erythia Sea.
What's threatening?
You missed the point.
I did not miss the... Oh.
Look, you can relax. We're all friends here.
Would you mind telling us what's going on? Yeah, okay. There was a Kavesi raid. There was no time. I had to cause a diversion, so I leapt in without a second thought. After that, it's all a blur. That was pretty reckless of you.
Remind Riku of someone Riku know?
Oh.
Whatever the case may be, we had best hurry. Judging by the situation, your allies were likely forced apart and are now fighting alone.
It really sounds like it would help to have some numbers on your side, no?
For now, let's take the best course of action we can. We can hash out the details later. The best course? My name is Fiona. I am the commander of Colony Mu.
Commander?
I know this might be a lot to ask, seeing as we've just met. But please, lend me your strength. I need to save my people.
Fiona has temporarily joined the party. Hey! Hero Quest, Transparent Dreams.
Always nice to have more friends.
Indeed. So we need to help Fiona save the people of Colony Mu.
Okay, colony info updated. Please, there's no time to spare.
Is that Bonnet digging up
Let's
ore?
hurry.
Summer. I'm so sorry. We shouldn't have been alone.
Let's send her on. Her voice deserves to be heard.
All right.
That's so sad.
Be at rest.
If only I was stronger.
Just stay focused. It's not over yet.
Sean. He kept everyone safe. It must have hurt so much. Fiona, leave the rest to us. Yes. Thank you. Hey, are you all right? Crying isn't gonna change anything. Noah, Mio, would you mind taking care of everyone? I don't want to lose them.
Check it out, Fiona. Bonnet's digging a hole.
Well, this was entertaining. Quite a contest.
Indeed. And it ended with your loss.
Irma!
What took you?
Sorry. How's everyone?
Fiona! Oh, Fifi, I was so worried about you.
Aww.
We're surrounded. And pretty badly depleted.
Men, aim for that banner. It's their commander, Fiona.
Dream on, mother!
We should go.
All of us.
What on earth?
We didn't
Is she
ask
carrying
for
a
these
flag?
outsiders. This
Like a
is
flag
still
staff?
our fight.
But the wounded...
Ah, it's nothing. We're good.
Yeah, we're fine. Stop fighting fit. Relax, Fifi. You worry far too much.
Aww.
In Colony Mu, we fight as one. Right, folks?
You guys...
Trust your crew.
Trust yourself. Trust in victory.
All hearts as one!
We'll make it! Together!
You got this.
Yeah!
I had to. Don't tell me you didn't do it. Gotta salute. For the colony! Come on! Acceleration! Make 'em bleed! Let's switch. Come on! Block their attacks! Wow, we're already level 1. Giant swing! Yeah, that's right. It's like, who actually has some arts? Everyone's swinging! Come on! Oh, man! Woo-hoo-hoo. Good job, Sena! Come on, maximum voltage! Gotta lift! Come on, no, you got this. Oh, if I just held on a little bit longer, I could have gotten to do a fusion art. That's fine. We're just like knocking everybody out. Come on! Jaws of death! Come on! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. We already have our chain attack ready. I don't even know if it matters. Come on, Tyon, you got this.
strong! Retreat! Retreat!
We made it!
Fiona! Fifi!
Irma! All of you! You pulled through! Thank you!
Come on now, of course we did.
We made a promise, right? Come what may, we'll always be together.
What's wrong, Lance?
Lance! Everybody! Thank you so much for saving our lives!
Whoa! All right, steady on. We're not deaf.
You were just gonna walk away! I couldn't let you go without a
Lance
proper
might
thank
be my
you.
favorite character. I really
Even if-
vibe with his sense of humor.
Even if you're Ouroboros, the betrayers.
What?
Hang on.
No, no. No need to explain. You're our saviors.
That's right. You even healed our wounded.
Yeah, you don't look like baddies to me.
Huh?
Exactly!
And I noticed that when we were fighting side by side, you guys all trust one another. That's why.
You've made up your mind, have you, Fiona?
Yeah. That's why I want to try trusting too. I want to destroy our flame clock. Would you mind doing us this one last favor?
It's hardly a problem for us, but why the sudden request?
We heard about a liberated colony from Nopon travelers.
Darn this music.
That's what got me thinking. There should be more to life than spending it fighting all the time.
You're cool, Wizard. Don't cry.
Being ready to die and actively trying to get yourself killed are two very different things.
Sounds to me like you've been mulling it over.
This has to change. I want to change myself. And I want to change the way things are.
Good on you.
Looks like you got it figured out. You'll trust me. That's the same look you gave us when we first met. You'll do anything to protect your friends, won't you?
All right then. Let's make tracks for Colony Mu.
That is, if she didn't still seem to be having second thoughts. Care to tell us why?
Oh, you noticed? Well, that makes things easier.
What?
There are two major stumbling blocks. The first is that you'll have to somehow outwit the consul. And second, that only that consul knows the location of the flame clock under discussion.
What?
Huh?
I thought this was
How
about
can
to be
you
a
not
short
know?
quest.
The one you see right now? That's just a fake.
A fake?
Fake? How's that then?
Oh, but the consul isn't here right now. This might be the right time to act.
Fiona, this isn't the place to be having this conversation.
Ah, right. Sorry.
In any case, let's talk details at the colony.
Okay.
Our people are on their last legs. We'll need time to get back to strength.
Please, take this.
Circlet of Wisdom.
I'm
Nice.
happy you were able to send everyone on their way.
It's a healing
It
accessory.
really helped me to be a little more positive. Thank you so much. Sorry about all the urgent requests. We'll be waiting for you at Colony Mu. Don't keep us waiting too long.
So needy, Fiona. Cheese and rice. Look at all the flowers.
Wah! Such flower power! Manana flubbered!
Everyone! We've been waiting for you.
This is awesome! Did you guys make this?
I suppose we did. Whenever we say farewell to a friend, we plant flower seeds. They
Oh
kept
my
growing
God.
over time, and before we knew it, we had this.
It's so many fallen.
It's beautiful, but to think of all the departed. Standing still spells death. If we can't achieve victory, there will be no tomorrow. But still, we didn't want to forget that they were all here once.
So that's why you're getting all teary-eyed.
What? No. It's just the pollen.
Yeah, I think there's pollen in my room.
It doesn't take much to get Commander Boohoo here going.
Irma?
Looks like you're taking a lot on your shoulders. Doesn't it weigh you down?
A little. I just wish I wasn't such a weakling.
You can
Fiona.
put the burden down whenever you want, you know. You can still choose to keep things the same as always. I wouldn't think any less of you if you did. Neither would anyone else here.
I love you for saying that, Irma. Just like I love everyone here. And Colony Mu, where I met you all. And ever since I realized that, tomorrow stopped looking so dark. And that's exactly why I can't run away from my responsibility.
I get it. Whatever happens, I trust in you.
This
And
music.
I trust you too.
It's so sad and beautiful.
Fiona, Irma,
Just gave me goosebumps.
all the squad leaders have assembled. We can start the meeting at your convenience.
Understood. I'll be right there.
Oh, but before that, Fifi... Checkle ambush! Coochie coochie coo!
What?
Stop it!
Loosen up, Fifi. Get it all out of you.
Yep, now she's back to herself.
Aww.
We're waiting in the square.
Why? I'll get you back, you'll see.
Run away!
This is so wholesome.
It's hard to imagine that the console will make it easy for us with the flame clock. Someone will surely pay for this with their life. Again. Please, do whatever you can to make sure it's not Fiona.
Are we seriously gonna do it now? Those Kavesi dudes are still loitering around.
Who's loitering again?
God, he's huge.
Sounded like someone was having a bit of a whinge. We all good here?
We're great. Right, Tallow?
Right, Chief. No whinging here.
Say again?
Nothing to say, really.
Huh. I'll take your word for it.
Time is of the essence. Sorry to rush, but can we get straight to the point?
What should we talk about first?
About the fake flame clock.
You said the colony's flame clock was a fake. What did you mean by that?
Wow, pretty blunt, huh? Honestly, we don't really know any more beyond the fact that it's a fake.
Since we never use it anyway, yeah?
So weird.
When it's close to running dry, we get orders from the console to go out and fight.
Well, what is it for then?
Do you think maybe there's some weird advantage to it? Like, maybe the colony's rank is really high, but it makes it look lower to get enemies to underestimate us.
Interesting.
Or the exact opposite.
Oh
Actually,
no.
we're bottom tier, but it looks a lot higher to intimidate people.
Oh yeah, it could be that.
Oh no.
Well, your actual strength doesn't change, so it'd be pretty obvious once you get down to it.
And also, supplies from the castle are allocated based on rank. Could we see your supplies? That would give us a good idea of where you fall, rank-wise.
Nico's on warehouse detail. And I'm Nico. I'll get things ready for your inspection.
Good job, Nico, for speaking in third person.
You said nobody knows where your real flame clock is except the console. How are we supposed to find it then? I don't suppose we could just ask the console? Oh, come on! Why the huge sigh? I was just asking. Someone had to ask.
Well, it has to be somewhere, or the status quo wouldn't be maintained. If you fight, the flame clock must fill up. Suppose you were to harvest a large pool of life in a short time.
Oh, it would flow into the real clock.
Oh.
I'd like to investigate any large-scale combat engagements you may have experienced. If we're lucky,
Very smart,
someone
Tom.
may have witnessed some signs of the flame clock's operation.
Can we take a look into your past battle records?
Of course. I'll have them delivered to you.
If the current flame clock is fake, what happens when your rank goes up?
As far as I know, I don't think that's ever happened.
Oh no.
Wait, you're joking. You've always been on the same level.
Nico, that's me. Heard something from the console one time. She said to tough it out and do exactly as instructed, and everything would be all right.
Oh? I was told something else.
What?
People only see what they want to see, I think it was.
What?
Meaning?
Meaning, nobody actually wants to see how much is left on their clock, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, if you knew, you'd just stress out over it constantly.
A little more stressing wouldn't
point.
go amiss in your case, Tallow, you turkin head.
What? Why'd you gotta call me names?
Just cause.
Wow.
Well, we don't know exactly what the console intended. But she must have had something in mind to go to these lengths rigging the contraption. You said the console was away. Do you know how long for?
Tell you bluntly, we don't know either.
She's always disappearing, going off on one special mission or another.
Interesting.
In that case, she could be back at any time.
I'm sorry that the answer isn't very useful.
This all sounds like kind of a big deal. It doesn't bother you?
It's nothing special. We don't normally talk much about it.
She just sends us down broad stroke orders, like, go defeat those guys. Send a team to this location.
Yeah. The only time she spoke normally was that one time, wasn't it? You know, the time when Fiona became commander.
Yuck. Do we have to talk about that?
About what?
When the previous commander died, Fiona clung to the consul's knees.
What?
Started saying that the way we fought was making everyone miserable.
Yeah, it turned into a whole, like, debate. Until the consul was like, fine then, you try and change it. And made Fiona the commander.
Wow.
What? Just like that?
I know, it was a twisted kind of punishment. But now I've got everyone else tangled up in this mess.
Whatever. We know you just want the best for us, Fifi.
That's why you get yourself in such a tizzy.
And that's why we want to support you in turn. You're good, Fiona. Better than you know.
Thanks, guys.
Punishing someone with a promotion? That's so bizarre.
So, this whole clock-breaking thing's kind of a sudden development, yeah? I wanted to ask how you lot feel about all this. We know how Fiona feels, but are you all okay with what we're about to do?
Honestly, I just want Fiona to be able to relax. Like, not have to carry all this responsibility.
That's valid.
That's so kind of you.
Even if we do this, people will still die.
Yeah, but if they do, it will be because of their own failure. That's not the same. She carries the banner for us, and it's because of us that it's so heavy.
But that weight's also the momentum that keeps her moving forward. I don't want us doing anything that could sully the purity of Fiona's conscience.
All right,
They
all
really
right.
love Fiona.
Let's all take some deep breaths.
We're all friends here. Keep it civil.
That's right,
I'm
Nico.
happy that you're so concerned for me. Thank you.
Well, I reckon things will work out one way or another. I mean, come on. You've got us on your side.
Yeah, you tell him, Lance.
Yeah.
No one wants to lose their mates. Just don't lose track of what matters, yeah?
I think we've more or less heard all we need.
Yeah, I think so too. It's time to get to work. Let's check out the loose threads we've uncovered.
Okay.
We should investigate the supplies in the warehouse and the colony's battle record data. Is that right?
I'll make sure everyone gives you their full cooperation.
Thanks, Fiona.
We'll also try looking around for anything we might have missed.
If anything turns up, we'll be in touch.
Oh no. What's going on?
Oh no.
It's like back at Colony 4.
Another Moebius messing with us. Crap!
Tallow? Hey, what's wrong with you?
Sorry about this, bud.
Tallow!
Don't worry, he'll be all right. But now... Mu's consul. It was you, wasn't it?
What?
Reality, right? It's just so dull. That's why nobody pays it any mind. They'd rather chase pretty dreams.
You really should have just stayed dreaming.
Oh my god, I did not see this coming.
Why would you do something like this?
When someone close to you gets hurt, you want to become stronger for them. That desire and sadness, they make for a quality flame.
Is that why you arranged the attack? Conspired with Keves, sacrificed all those lives?
Without some hardship, humans don't come together.
Wow.
It was just the same with you.
Cut the crap! How could you put Fiona through this?
I know perfectly well what I did.
Lance!
But Fiona, she never once gave up. She wouldn't let the dream be all there was. That purity of purpose. It lifted everybody up. The need to support one another. She taught me that as well.
Huh? I'm so confused.
Ah, well, ain't that nice? Learn this!
What?
Oh, what are you...
Don't hurt my friend! Even if she's bad, she's still my friend!
Fiona!
Fiona! Lance!
You gotta be kidding me.
Stand up. You can do better than this. Please, get up. You'll do your best for the others, won't you? You'll do all that you can, and then some.
Stop it! I'll fight along with you if you want. I'll fight by your side against whatever it is that's making you sad, Irma. So please, stop calling it a dream.
Hey, don't disappoint me like that. You've already made your choice. You chose what you wanted to see, and freely. Just how heavy is that banner? How many lives do you carry? Please, stop. All of their hopes. You did say you'd shoulder them, didn't you? You said you'd never break her.
You said we'd be together forever.
Crying about it won't change the truth. The fact is, your friends are dead, and I'm the one who killed them.
Oh my god. Fiona! That's what I'm talking about! Oh my god! She is terrifying! Moebius I! You know what we gotta do? We have to absolutely destroy her. We can do this. Easy. More than prepared. I'll take out your little minions. Your little false Volks. Maximum voltage! Come on! Oh, that's what I'm talking about! Look at that. I don't even have to use any tactics. All right, that's one. Let's get rid of the other one. Come on. Fear point thrust. Keep lifting, Sena. Cross impact. Fusion art. Woo! Look at us go. I'll just keep building them up. I could switch characters, but I'm killing these monsters so fast. Where is it? What's the other one? Oh, here we go. Fusion art. Giant swing. Keep lifting. Make it bleed. Yeah, we're just destroying it so fast. And we burst. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got. Now, you know what? Screw it. Let's go for a chain attack. All right, Fiona, you're going first. Charges chain attack gauge and grants power charge to all allies. Yes! This is great. Okay, in that case, we got to use a physical attacker, right? We got to get that bonus. Let's go with, determination. Okay, and then let's go with, oh, hold on. Do we have anyone that can topple? Yes, we do. Shield bash. That's what I'm talking about. When chosen, multiplies the tactical points of all active characters except self by 120%. Well, cheese and rice. I should have done that first, but oh well. Let's go with. Why don't we go ahead and use Divine Protection? And we dazed? Oh man. Okay, now let's see. Regenerate one random buff. Resonate Flex shares own buffs. But she doesn't have. Yeah, she doesn't have any buffs right now, so let's just use Max Ever! Oh, maybe I should have used her first? Second. Probably should use her at least second time. That's okay. We're learning, right? Okay, now, I want to bypass defense. We have one physical attacker right now, so let's make Moebius bleed again. I'm very curious to see how much damage we'll be able to do in this chain attack. And then, let's see, let's go with launch. Ooh, that was close. You know what? Multi-blast. Okay. All right, Mio, you know what to do. So close.
This isn't the end.
Oh man. I messed up. Darn it. Okay, that's okay.
How about something like this? How about something like this? Wait, everyone get ready. I'll take one.
76. That was a really bad chain attack. Oh, but you know what? Guess who's level 3? Oh man. Come on. You know what? We're gonna switch over because he has arc canceling. Come on. Titan fist. Boom. Come on. Resisted. Oh. Okay. Oh, here we go. Come on. What are you gonna do, Moebius? Here we go. job, Mio. Topple! Wait, what's happening? What's she doing? Come on! Fusion art! Days! Oh man! Come on! Boom! Oh snap! We're gonna get to do it again. Winning rush! Come on! Break! Topple! Launch! Yes! And we're gonna get to do a chain attack. All right, attempt number 2. Come on. Let's do this. We are going to go with bypassing defense again. This time, I am going to make sure that I use her second. Let's see how this works. 43. All right, now... Oh, you got a lot of buffs. Okay, let's use Resonant Flag. Now, just to be safe, bind. Okay, not bad. Let's go ahead and use launch or Soaring Tempest. That's 50. Oh, only was 51. We should be able to finish Moebius off though. Yeah, charge to change that gauge and grants power charge to all allies. Okay, energy grenade. Nice. And then let us use shield bash. Multi-blast. There we go. Much better. Soaring Tempest! Yes! Okay, we got a Bravo this time. That's better than the last chain attack. Galactic Fight! Woo! Overkill! That's what I'm talking about. Bravo! Excellent. Now, why don't we make it unblockable, right? We got this. And Mega Bleed. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes. All right, you know what to do. More where that came from. 69. Oh, I was 1% away. Are you kidding me? Yes. Okay. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I think we're still going to get to use our Ouroboros. Okay, cross it back. Yes, just barely. Lightning quick. Dang, 38,000. Whew.
This should be our plan of attack.
Yes, no. We are definitely going to go with this. We will start with Side Break. And then we're going to use as many people as possible. Max effort. Wait, what? Oh no, I screwed up. Oh my gosh. I don't understand chain attacks well enough. I guess it doesn't matter when you're in Ouroboros. Oh man. Whoa, we broke 1 million.
me. Sorry. You were my friend. But I couldn't save you.
Fiona.
Fiona. You'll always be my Irma.
There it is.
So this is where the flame clock was.
Wow.
How did we never see it before?
Above the fallen.
Look, I'm not great with words, but I wanted to say, I'm sure she was a complicated person too.
I'll never forgive what Irma did. I know I can never, ever forgive her. But if I'd never met her, I wouldn't be who I am today. She's taught me a lot as well.
Just promise you won't suffer alone, all right? If things get too much to bear, you can always talk to me.
Aw, Tallow.
Tallow.
If you need to grumble or swear or call someone names, I'm your man. I'll get rid of all your worries. You can count on this Turkin head, okay?
Same old Tallow.
She woke me up, you know. Irma did. Made me watch you. I couldn't move, but I followed every word you said.
Perhaps she didn't want you to be alone.
But then, why? Why do something like that? I'm supposed to be the Turkin head, not Irma.
I want to know about these Moebius people. I have to know what Irma was thinking. Will you let me fight by your side still?
No reason to say no.
You're already our friend, Fifi.
Don't ever forget how you're feeling right now. I think it'll keep you strong.
Yeah. I won't. Not ever.
Here we go!
Colony Mu Liberated. Oh man. Quest complete. Transparent Dreams. Through her dramatic parting with Irma, Fiona has gained much strength. Hoping to learn more about Moebius, she has joined the party.
I'll do my very best. Oh
Signifer.
Oh no.
Fiona. Class inheritor. Lance. Lance is super popular in this chapter, isn't he? A unique healer that applies random buffs to all allies and can strengthen the whole party with arts.
Some relationships changed.
Wow.
New vista for an old sea dog.
Oh
Just
man.
as we'd heard, it's unlikely we'll be discovered here.
Let's take the opportunity to rest, then proceed with the infiltration.
Look at that place. It's crazy that it floats in the sky like that.
It's massive. That's the Agnian castle.
And it's floating.
Seen it before, Mia?
Nope. First time for me too. Like you guys. We never got any special training.
If our intel's right, we ought to find a cave if we circle along anti-clockwise.
Is that the one that then leads to the ventilation ducts in the camp?
Yeah, that's right.
Quickly. We need to get in before it gets light.
First Keves Castle.
Oh my god.
Agnes Castle.
Guess it had to happen eventually.
Looks like there's no turning back after this.
Well, on we go then.
There's a lot of people here.